Okay, folks, this is Craig the Butterfly Man. It's May 30th, 2019. I'm in East Haven, Connecticut, right off US Highway 1. Okay, as you can see, these are young milkweed. Milkweed's coming up here. This is young, common milkweed. It's all over everywhere. I'm going to harvest. See all these plants out here? There's a ton. I got milkweed here last year. It's just a few blocks from my house. You know, common milkweed grows everywhere in the Northeast and Midwest, and it's coming up right now. And here's what it looks like. Now, when it gets bigger, of course, this stuff will get, heck, 4 or 5 feet high within the next month, maybe 6 foot high, and the leaves will be a little rounder and bigger and whatever. But I like to get started now because the monarchs will be arriving here pretty quick. And I've seen one, but I don't see any down here laying right now. But I think one's going to be showing up. But I want to get this video done first. Now you can order gravid females from people, but the way I teach to raise monarchs, you kind of catch your own, which not everybody can do. But, you know, if you do catch one, you have friends that don't catch one, just, you can share that female. But this one's going to be about just cutting the milkweed and the reasoning behind it. And this milkweed will come right back, and within a month this stuff will be twice as tall after I cut this. There's plenty of milkweed. At least 90% of this milkweed won't be used by monarchs this season anyway, because there'll be a lot of eggs laid on a lot of the plants, but predators will eat most of all the eggs, and come 1st of September the milkweed will still be here, and the monarchs will head south. And that's why we teach people to protect the eggs from predators and raise them and release them so we can have more butterflies. A certain amount of those are going to survive. Now there's going to be stuff underneath this YouTube video. I'll have a link to a YouTube video that actually shows the milkweed at the end of August, how big it is, so you can recognize it. That's mostly what I'm doing here. If you live in the Midwest or Northeast, you got milkweed close to you right now that looks about like this. In some places it might even be a little bigger. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this milkweed at the bottom. See, I got a bucket of water here. You want to bring a bucket of water, and as soon as you cut this stuff below the last set of leaves, you want to put in that water. And the reason for that is because the end of that stem will what we call heal up, and it won't be able to draw up water, and then it'll all wilt. And you'll say, oh boy, the milkweed wilted. Well, the reason is because it's best to even cut that milkweed stem under the water of the vase that you're putting in your pop-up, underneath the water, and just leave it there after you cut it, because then it's going to take up water the best, and this milkweed will last indefinitely. Because remember, we do this a real easy way. We put a vase full of stems of milkweed that we've rinsed off. We put them in a pop-up, and preferably in a window. We put a female monarch in there to lay eggs, and once she's laid, on a 15 by 15 by 24 pop-up, once she's laid about 50, 60 eggs, you can either let her go or put her in another pop-up. Because those little pop-ups that we get at Walmart, those we call them, they're hampers. You know, they're little pop-up hampers, what they call them at Walmart, and they're only about $6.50 plus tax there, which is, you can just go get them like right now. They're down there, and then you buy yourself a little like a little waste paper can, a little bitty waste can, or else even I use a plastic 3-pound coffee, empty one for the coffee container for my vase, and that doesn't cost anything. So you're raising monarchs in that pop-up for $7, you know. All these other pop-ups with the insect-proof screen. If you're raising your monarchs indoors, you don't need insect-proof screen unless you got a lot of bugs flying around in your house. Because see, you've insulated those eggs from predators just by being indoors. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this, and then I put it in there immediately, and that way, see, I'm putting this stuff in here immediately. I'm going to get me about 15 stems, and it's going to last. It's going to be fine until I catch a monarch. I'm going to put this milkweed outside in the sun, so that's even better. It won't hurt it any to be in the sun like a lot of cut plants. But this is nice milkweed. I don't see any eggs on it, but boy, it's fresh and tender, and I get it in there right away. You want to get it in there right away. You can either trim it again once you get ready to put it in your vase. And when I say vase, I'm talking about a vase-like container, just any kind of container that'll hold water that's plastic. And I'll show you in the next video. I'm going to do another video today, I think. It's going to show you what the setup looks like, that all you do is add a female monarch to it. If you see one flying, that means that they've probably been bred, because they're bred right away. Right away once they come out of their chrysalis. So I'm not going to get a lot, because this is just going to be like a demonstration of the vase and stuff. Once I get monarchs, once I get a female laying eggs, I'll come back to this spot. The milkweed will be a lot bigger, and I'll get another bucket full to add stems as the caterpillars eat the milkweed. It's already in the stems that are in the vase and have been eaten up. Remember, look below this video. You have to kind of click on the side there. There's a little place on the right there that you click to open up, where there's a place for me to have an explanation. I'll maybe have a couple links under there to help you get started this year. Like I said, I want to do a pop-up setup for you here, probably today too. So you'll see what the setup looks like. Then all you really have to do, all you have left to do is catch a monarch and put her in there. And this crazy butterfly man over.